As you see here, I already put elements onto my screen. I put a couple of corals. I put a fish and a shark, and as the background is the ocean. What we're going to do here is a lot of timing. It's a lot of higher order thinking about animation. We're not just making things appear and disappear on our screen. So we need to keep this in mind. This is an animated series. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make the coral just float back and forth. I don't need the format picture up. I'm going to go to animations. I want the animation pane up. I like seeing what animations are here. It's better to be organized. So that's a good idea to do, is have that animation pane. And I'm going to add the animation. If you scroll down to the bottom, now you're looking at different types of lines. And we'll get into custom motion path in a moment. So I am going to pick a line, but my line is going the wrong way. Obviously, I don't want my coral to sink off the page there. That's not what I want. So if I go into the effect options, I can also look at the path. Is it locked, unlocked? I can look, it may add sound to it. And we're going to get more into sound in another class, but you can add like a simple whoosh sound. These are the simple sounds that are in there. I'm going to teach you how to import sound. You can look at the timing and all that, but that's not what I want to do. We want to look at I want to change the path, my start path to end path. Let me see. Oh, there we go. It's letting me grab it now. So I want my path to go left and right, okay? So let's see what this does. If I do play from, here's my coral moving now, okay? All right, so now I want it to move back. So I'm just going to move this one coral just to give you a little bit of example of how much you can actually do to this. So I'm going to add my animation on here. You can keep adding and I'm showing this most importantly to you because I'm going to show you can keep adding animation after animation. See, now that's number 2. So I'm going to make my path go back this way, and let's see what happens. Oh, nope, it drops. Grab my path. Okay, see, I myself would use another animation actually now that I'm playing with this. All about the timing. I want this to start automatically. I want this to start right after this. Going back up here, I'm going to play this. Now my coral looks like it's jumping back and forth. Another way you could do this, which is my favorite animation, if you go to add animation, custom path. Love custom path. This is not for you to start drawing insanely. This is thoughtful process of animation. So corals kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, I'm going to keep going back and forth. Okay, double click when you're done. Okay, now that's crazy. Coral doesn't move that fast. So what's one thing I can do?
Delete that and
well, you don't want to delete it.
change the speed of it.
Just change the speed of it. Did you see where that was? No? Okay, going back over to the pane here. If I go in here and I go down to timing, and I want to start with previous, and I want it to be slow, very slow. Okay, and I want it to keep repeating until end of slide. Okay, so this coral, oh, that doesn't look really slow to me. So what did I do? Let's see. And that still doesn't look slow to me. So let's see. On the side with previous effect. After animation. Effect options. Timing. Very slow. Okay, so maybe I put the squiggles too close together, but that's okay. This is a good example just to show you. And I'll play the whole slide in a moment for you. So now I want my fish to look like he's swimming. He's happy. He doesn't see the shark in a distance. He's just going to swim about his time. I'm going to go in and I want to do my add custom path. He's just going to swim and he's happy and he's looping and he's swimming. Happy, happy little fish. Again, I can go in. I don't want him swimming so fast. On mouse click, no more. No more are we clicking to make an animation. Everything is going to be timed. Duration, very slow. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Awesome. So he's swimming, and then there's a shark in the distance. So when something's very far away, it is what? And as it comes up to you, it becomes, but it's swimming at the same time. So watch the animation we're going to apply here. First, I'm going to look at, again, I can't say more about the custom path, making him swim from point A, point B. He's going to kind of like stare at, oh, I picked the wrong guy. If that happens, you just come over here and just click remove that animation. Okay, now I'm selecting on him. It's a good teaching moment. I'll go down, custom animation. And he's going to slide, doo-doo, doo-doo, ends here. But he's getting closer, so now he needs to grow, shrink at the same time, and there's actually an animation for that. So going back up to animation, I'm now going to apply grow, shrink. I want it to happen at the same time. So I have to go in. I want the shark to swim after everything has happened, okay? And let's see if this doesn't play around with our coral, but I want him to swim after our fish. Hopefully he doesn't have to wait till the coral's done. So this is where you might have to do on mouse click, but let's see. And a lot of this is trial and error with your animations. So I want this to happen at the same time. So now look how they're lined up. Okay, they're lined up here. This is why this animation pane is important to look at, to see when they're all going to start. And you can actually, when you get really good at this, you can get very sophisticated and drag this line on where you exactly want the animation to begin. Okay, so grow, shrink. I want to play around with that a little bit. Effect options. Size 150 might be too big. Maybe huge. Oh, no, 400 is way too big. I'm going to, well, maybe 150 is going to be, but we'll see. Okay. You can apply a sound. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's see it from the beginning. F5 on your keyboard is a shortcut to play the slide show. And now we're going to freeze. Yep, it's going to freeze on me. There we go. There he comes. Okay, now see how everything is animated. I took my time. There's a storyline behind it. Coral gone crazy. It's all together. So that's how you can start applying your animation. So if you have a person who's up in the front, like telling your story, and then walks into a hill, okay, use the grow, shrink, because it looks real. It gives you a feeling that this is really happening. If they're going in a house, okay, so say this fish, the shark ate the fish. Fish does what? Disappears, right? So then we're going to go back. We're going to add this animation that he disappears, because he's going to get eaten. Fade. There we go. Okay, so he's going to fade away. Poor fishy. This is going to have to happen after the shark animation. Do you see how this is all making sense here on the right-hand side in the animation pane? Okay, it's going to all happen at once. So let's see if I can play. Okay, let's see if I could play it from here. There he goes. He's swimming. He's happy. Here comes that shark. Boom. Oh, forgot to add one thing after that. So after the animation, watch this. There's a little bit more to it. If you go to Effect Options and you go to Dim or Hide after animation, there we go. Now my fish will work. So let's play from here one last time, and then I'll let you guys get back to work. Okay, there's my coral. It's floating. Everything's happy. Here comes my shark. And he ate my fish. Poor fishy. Okay, that's all there is to it.